Boy, y'all look at them hooks, y'all. Them hooks, they look like they factory, man. Look at that. What? So I talked to the lady about that tree job this morning, and after doing all the math and everything, and y'all kind of was part of all that. Now the 2,100 was not, that's the number that she said the owner would spend. And I told her when I left there, I wasn't 100% sure that I'd have to call her. And I knew that I'd be doing a video, and I knew that you guys would give me some hints and stuff. And in the video, I might not have said that number was not in concrete. You know, that number was not set in stone. That number was just what they said they would be willing to spend. And after reading you guys' comments and kind of looking at the logistics of where the dump is and all the stuff that I was talking about in the video yesterday, I called her this morning and I tried to bump it up to 2,300, and she said the owner wouldn't do that. All they could do is 2,100. If I could do it for 2,100, cool. If not, cool. So guess what? I'm doing it for 2,100. So now a couple of you guys had some great, and I really appreciate the feedback. So as I look through the comments and text messages and stuff that I got from a lot of you guys, some guys just text me and they don't even leave a comment. They just text me. But you know, Matt MG, he came up with a good, with a good thinking, really, because at the end of the day, the Bobcat is really to minimize my labor, right? Well, if I got the Bobcat out there, the only thing the Bobcat would be good for is to press it and to pick Zach up to cut some of the branches. But I think I'm just going to go just like Matt MG said. That's what Zach's for. And you're right, dude. I'm trying to make it easy on my help, but the job's not that big. You know, Zach's got to be doing something. If I got the skid steer there, Zach's not a skid steer operator. He doesn't know how to operate the skid steer he doesn't really know how to run the skid steer. He can move it around and stuff, and he's been in it a couple times, but he's never really had to do anything with it that was other than maybe pull a rope tight or something like that. So that's the route I'm going to take. I was on the fence. I was thinking about, okay, I'll take the skid steer over there in the dump trailer, man, and we'll kill it. Now, if I was taking the trees out all the way, I would, but I'm not. So we're gonna do the 2,100, and we're gonna take the man lift and the dump trailer, and we're gonna do it on Tuesday. So signed, sealed, and delivered, contract signed, and everything. So I'm in now. At the end of the day, I know I'm not gonna lose money at 2,100. I mean, you know why? I know I'm not going to lose money at 2,100 because there ain't no other work going on with all this dry weather we got. There ain't, people don't want me to come to their property to do their yard or nothing. So, you know, and the leaves have not fallen. Look, man. Look at all the leaves on the trees. And when it's not raining, the leaves are staying in the trees a lot later than normal. Normally I'd be covered up with not leaf jobs, but I will be able to continue to go to my customers' properties and continue to cut them and maintain them and mulch the leaves up, right? So today I had 2 customers bail out on me, about $300, but I knew they were, you know, because, well, man, you can't hardly, you know, I mean, y'all see this grass right here? That's what that's a customer of mine. Now, how in the hell am I gonna get them to pay me to cut that? Come on, man. It don't even make sense, man. So tomorrow I got one that I'm gonna do. It's 120. The bad thing is she's already paid. She paid in advance. Last time I went, she paid me for that trip and this trip that I'm going tomorrow. But I need to go and get it out of the way. It'll probably be about the last cut over there. Probably come back one more time before Thanksgiving. But yeah, so that's kind of what's going on. Okay, y'all. So it's Saturday, and it's about lunchtime. We're not working today, but I'm working up here a little bit. Getting this ground kind of ready for the building. Once that shop's here, man, then I won't be able to do a whole lot of maneuvering as far as some of the infrastructure stuff that I want to do. Like, for instance, when it rains, the building is going to be, it's going to be, let me lay it out for you real quick. So I gotta do something with all this dirt, man. Look, a lot of debris and stuff. I got some stuff on the dump truck. I'm gonna fill the dump truck up and just have to go to the dump again. So right here in the center of the slab, there's gonna be a 12-foot by 12-foot roll-up door. Okay, so yeah, and then toward this side over here, there's gonna be a man door. Okay, and then on this wall right here, you're gonna have two windows 6 foot from the ground up on the wall. Right now, these right here, I just moved these right here out of the way because I'm trying to grade all that over there. So you're gonna have a 3 foot by 3 foot window on this wall, and one on this wall right here. You have two on this wall, put it that way. Okay, and they're going to be, the bottom of the window is 6 foot from the floor. So the windows are really just going to be more for lighting, right? So it won't be so freaking dark in there all the time. Yeah. Now on this back wall here, and it goes, it's 30 foot. Right in the center of the building, there's going to be another window, but it's going to be on the back wall. It's going to be 10 foot up in the eave of the building. So and my thinking is we'll put a window there for now, but I'm thinking about ventilation, maybe putting a big exhaust fan or something in there. So that's why I'm doing that window, and it'll help on lighting too. So now on the ramp, so there's only one window on the back wall, and now it's 10 foot up in the center under the eave. And on this wall right here, you're gonna have a window right here somewhere, right? 6 foot from the floor, the bottom of the window. Then you're gonna have an 8 foot by 8 foot roll-up door right here, okay? And then on this wall, right, and then on this end, you're going to have another 3 foot by 3 foot window, 6 foot from the floor. Okay, so that's the layout of the whole building. It's going to be a pretty big space though. So, but when the building gets put up, right, I'm not going to be able to even walk back here, so y'all know we cleaned this out before, but I made a mistake, and yeah, I make them all the time. So we're going to have to dig this out again. Whatever we got to do, we're going to dig it out. Me and Zach, whoever, we're going to dig this one out again, and we're going to put pipe in there, gravel pipe. We're going to make pretty much a French drain from up here to go down the hill all the way down to the back side of the container. And my thinking, I don't know for sure, and some of you guys might be able to leave me a comment. My thinking is I like to be able to bring this grade up some, right? To where it's not such a hard slope. Because keep in mind, there's going to be an 8-foot door, 8 foot by 8 foot door right here. So I can basically come in the shop with the attachments and all, and I can actually bring the attachments out, and I can put all the attachments out here. Okay. So, and nobody will be able to get to them, because you're not going to be able to get, you're barely going to be able to walk between the building and this shipping container. Yeah. So there's always some trash, all kinds of just debris. So that's kind of where I'm at up here. Now another thing too is the building on this end right here, it's going to be 2 foot from the wall, is going to be 2 foot this way from the edge of the slab. Okay, that's just so I can slide that container out if I want to. So a couple things that I've been thinking about to be able to bring this ground up and make this space a little more useful. It's not that useful right now. Well, for one thing, it gets really muddy here, and I got a bunch of that black fabric. You know, I had a 300-foot roll of it. I might put black fabric down in here and just put gravel in here for now. What do y'all think? That'd be something I could do. Another thing too that we may do is I may dig a trench all along the bottom of the container, right? And make me a drain there to catch all the water, because there's going to be a lot of water coming off the building roof, right, when it rains, right into this area. So we want to give the water a place to go, and that's yeah, I'm already going to have some issues probably up on this top side, at least until I move the fence. Well, I'm going to replace that fence, but probably not this year. But when it rains, you figure this 40-foot roof is going to be shooting all this water down this right here. So we need to get us a French drain. You know, maybe, I don't know, maybe about like right here where my hand's pointing at the building. Maybe about a quarter of the way down the building, start it, and then run it all the way down, run drain all the way down to there. And they'll meet down there behind the shipping container and then go on out into that field. So yeah, I made a terrible mistake yesterday, and I know some of the haters are going to be like, man, what a dumbass. But I was cleaning this up yesterday, right, and there was a big chunk of wood, and so I backed up, and I was on the skid steer and I backed up, and the machine did like that as I was backing up, and y'all see look at the freaking hole I put in the shipping container. Look at that. Yeah, y'all see that, man? That's ugly. But they make these little patch kits that is beveled like this right here, you know, and I'm just gonna buy one and put on top of it and weld it in. Good thing I can weld. I might be able to beat it out a little bit, and I don't know, but yeah, that may, yeah, not like that worth a damn. But we want to catch all that water coming off the building best we can down through here. So a little bit of planning going on. I got the drawings for the building. I got yeah, the engineer drawings, the CAD drawings, and I'll be submitting them to the county next week. I didn't get them until late yesterday afternoon, so yeah, man. So that's kind of what I'm doing here. I wonder, of course, once I fix that hole right there, and put a French drain in right here. I wonder if I could maybe put dirt up against the shipping container, you know, and use the shipping container kind of as almost like a retaining wall. What do y'all think about that? Is that possible? I mean, it wouldn't be, but I mean, it would only come up about a foot, so, you know, somewhere right along in here, you know. And then I could use the shipping container as a retainer wall to kind of build this up a little bit. Of course, down there it's going to have to come up a little bit more. I don't care, it ain't got to be perfectly level like the slab, but it needs to be more friendly than that. So I already know that I'm going to have to go down the fence line building that up. So yeah, and right now if it were to rain, see, all the water would hit this mound right here, because I couldn't get the bucket in there. Would hit that mound right there, and it would just be, it'd make a mess. And yeah, so all I'm trying to do now is just kind of think about some of the options I got before the building's here. Because once the building is here, it's going to be a whole lot harder to do anything over here. It's going to be damn near impossible to do anything back here. So, and that's what you get when you're a guy like me, you know, and you don't really, you know, you never had a building built before, a shop built before, and you just, you know, you just kind of designing things as you go and learning the process along the way. You know, I don't have the money to pay engineers and stuff. You know, I ain't like some of these other YouTubers where they got, you know, $100,000 to build a building. So at $23,000, that's all I got for the building, plus, you know, about $7,000 for the concrete. That's all I got, man. I ain't coming off near another dollar. Not near another dollar. So everything else is gonna be me getting everything right. But I'm probably gonna have to buy some lumber, and maybe y'all, maybe I can, now if I lay some of those 6x6s down through here, right up against the container, and then, you know, and then of course dig a French drain. You know, you ain't gonna have to dig too much, but you're gonna be bringing, I'm gonna be putting dirt on top, and gravel and French drain, and that'll really help catch a lot of water. Because no matter what I do, I'm not gonna be able to change this slope. It would be dumb to do that, because we don't want it to be up too high. We want it to, water to go on down. We're already gonna have issues all up here with drainage, you know. But the good thing about the front side here is, well, the pitch of the roof is on this, is you know, the A-frame is, you know, like this. So all the water's, a lot more water is gonna be going off to that side and off to that side. Now when it goes off to that side, we're gonna try to make it where it'll go on into the backyard or whatever. Now on the front here, I'm not sure exactly what I can do. I may come up with some kind of drainage system, but all this dirt, I got to do something with all this dirt, and that's a lot of dirt, man, and it ain't good dirt. It's got rock all in it, and it's muddy, and it's yeah, it's just not good dirt. So it ain't even good field dirt. I mean, I don't even know what I'm gonna even do with it. It'd be nice to be able to screen it and get all the rock out of it, but I can't even, yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do with all of it, man. Because when it rains, it's gonna be a nasty, muddy mess. And you can see the natural slope this way once I move the dirt. And that fence is trash. I hate that fence. So, y'all see what I'm talking about, man. So, I'm up here, and I'm just doing the best I can with what I know. And I know there's gonna be somebody that's gonna say, well, man, you just ain't doing it right and all this. Well, don't say that unless you got some other options. And all right, and I don't know that much about all this stuff that I'm doing up here. So I got the dirt out of here, right? And I'm gonna run. Well, I got fabric and everything, so probably I'm gonna go look on YouTube and see if I can find. I know there's some videos on French drains and stuff. Biggest thing is I don't want dirt going up against that fence, and water will carry dirt. So I'm gonna put a pipe in right there, gravel, I think, and don't quote me to this. I'm gonna look at a YouTube video or two. I'm gonna gravel, a pipe, fabric, or fabric, gravel, pipe, whatever. I'm not sure what order. And we're gonna run that. We're gonna run a pipe all the way down. We're gonna keep digging the trench just like we're doing here, all the way down behind the shipping container, and they can go out into that field. I'm gonna look at a few ideas to catch the dirt. I mean the rain on that side right there, but we definitely want to catch the water on this back side here. I don't know where else the water's going to go. I want it to hit the ground and go into that. And really, at the end of the day, I put fabric down, and I could probably, and some of y'all could tell me in the comments, I could probably just put gravel in there, right? Put fabric and then gravel. Wouldn't that work? I know a pipe's going to move the water a lot faster. Just the drainage pipe, the little slinky looking stuff. Yeah, I got a little bit deep here with the machine, but I'm really not deep enough there. So yeah, we want to give the water a way to get out of here, and we want to do it in a way where well, the best that I can do based on what I know, which ain't a whole lot. I know water goes downhill. I know that. So, and I know water carries dirt and stuff with it, sediment. And I know just enough about drainage and stuff to get in trouble. But I don't really have to worry about hardcore grading or nothing because it's a natural drop. There's no way I had to bring in 20 tons of dirt to fill that drop up where it'd be halfway up the damn fence. So what we're gonna do is, and you guys can let me know. I'm gonna put more boards against the post at the bottom of the post, and then put a pipe in there, put gravel in there, put a pipe in there, and then put some more gravel in there, fabric, whatever sequence it needs to go all the way down. So basically gonna have the water right here on this side coming down and on this side coming down and meeting at the back corner of the shipping container. That's my visual anyway.